Hey, good afternoon, y'all. I'm Donnie, and I'd like to invite you to join me for Pipe and a Pour. Coming to you live this afternoon from the office as we have thunderstorms rolling through outside. It's a bit breezy and windy, but wanted to go ahead and not let any more time pass before getting this video out there for you guys, specifically for Pat Paladin Piper for his 2025 Codger Challenge. If you are a subscriber and viewer to my channel, or you stumbled upon me, chances are you know Pat Paladin Piper, one of the very best. And you no doubt have heard of his Codger Challenge he does every year. This year's challenge, I got to thank you because I really think, Paladin, I got to thank you because I really think this is pretty phenomenal and creative. Yes, it's a challenge for folks to step outside the box, to be creative, to kind of have some fun with their pipe smoking hobby and lifestyle. And so that's what I'm trying to really embrace here. Smoking one blend per month is a challenge. I'm never, you guys know, I'm not a back-to-back, day after day pipe smoker. And so for those of you guys that are, I can see this is really going to be tough to stick with one blend. But even with the frequency with which I smoke a pipe, I rarely ever go back to back with the same thing. I always like to try something different, something new. But 2 years ago with the Codger Challenge, we had to do the same thing. And I picked a Codger blend, Edward G. Robinson, and smoked it for the whole month. And I commented and responded to Paladin and several others at the time that was really a great experience because it forced me to just sit with the blend and get to know it. And so I'm looking forward to the next 30 days, the next month of April, to explore this particular blend that I put together, fingers crossed, and also to get to know these 4 pipes that I selected as part of the challenge. So as I considered how to create my own blend for this challenge, I wanted to incorporate things about me, about Donnie, about Pipe and a Pour. So obviously, I'm a Tennessee volunteer. I'm a Tennessee boy through and through, proud of it. And Pipe and a Pour, I do enjoy a pour of whiskey from time to time these days. And so I wanted to incorporate that as well, this particular mash bill, as we also mash together these different blends to create one. So Sutliff TS1R Red Virginia Red Ribbon, an equal portion also Peter Stokkebye's whiskey. It's a Virginia Cavendish whiskey blend. That portion of the toasted cube cut Burley, Tennessee Burley, that I put in there. And that was the first iteration of it. Those 3 components, 2 to 2 to 1 ratio. And I'll be honest, it was a little bland. It didn't quite, it was a little harsh around the edges, and didn't bring the flavor that I really wanted to. So I'm thankful that I tested it out beforehand so I wasn't stuck with it the rest of the month, because that would have been miserable. So I came into the lab and I got thinking, what could I do to turn this up a little bit? In keeping with the theme, I added a little spritz, a little dollop of Jack Daniel Tennessee whiskey into the mix. Not a lot, because obviously I don't want to soak it and make it super flammable, but a spritz to mix it up, and then let that kind of mingle for a couple of days. Tried it again, it had some more flavor to it. But it was still missing something. And so I came back in and then added a pretty healthy pinch of Sutliff's Creme Brulee. I hadn't planned on making it an aromatic, but it ended up being an aromatic. But that Creme Brulee did sort of sweeten it up a little bit. The edges started to kind of come around where it wasn't quite so harsh. And so I gotta admit, I think it turned out pretty good. And the nose on it is, you get a good mix of sweet Tennessee whiskey, a little smoky Burley. So I'm really excited to try this and get to know it better over the month. The 4 pipes that I will be using this month. Seen one already. This is that vintage Briar from Ropp with the horn stem on it, that I introduced, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And I mean, my mind, what says Codger more than a horn stem? Love the shape, love the size. Looking forward to working this one in a little bit more. Obviously, you figure you got to go with a cob, right? So this is Missouri Meerschaum Special Apple, with this cool little white, blue, brown stem that I picked up and started smoking last summer when I went to the beach. I had to go really, and again, trying to keep with the theme, trying to be codgery as best I can. This is a Kaywoodie, a paneled Kaywoodie, that is just an absolutely cool little pipe. This is the 53C drinkless Kaywoodie 46G. And so as I looked this one up, this one apparently was produced back in the 50s. So pretty codgery, right? And then lastly, and I'm sure this will speak to your heart, Paladin. Finally, I am able to bring to you and join the ranks of the Medico. Medico Gold Crest 4-round estate pipe that I picked up a while back and have been sort of sitting on and had to get it cleaned up a little bit. I'm excited to give this a go. I have not had a bowl out of this yet, but I'm really looking forward to it as I embrace the inner codger. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen of the YTPC, fellow pipe smokers and tobacco enthusiasts. Looking forward to this challenge. It will indeed be a challenge, but I think we can have a lot of fun with it as we get to know one particular blend and get to know better 4 pipes. So come along with me. Check back in next week. I will let you know my first initial, actually maybe in a few days, my first initial thoughts on the Volunteer Smoke-Mash-ter blend. Again, play on words. Mash bill, whiskey. You get it. Hey, you guys take care. Again, like I said, please join me back here soon in a couple of days, and we will dive into this interesting blend and the Codger Challenge. Stay tuned, and I'll see you again soon. Be sure and take care of yourselves while you're out there. While you're at it, take care of each other. We'll see you.